19 years. Oh, man.
If I look back
Yeah.
on the 19 years, I have happy memories.
Yeah, I reckon.
I feel like I've been healed from a lot of, I can speak for myself,
Yeah,
from a lot of the
totally.
early trauma of those early days.
Yeah.
And I look back with, excitement for happiness, but also joy and excitement for our future.
Yeah.
And I'm more in love with you now than I have ever
What's
been.
up, girl?
What's up, boy?
No, you did. All right, here we are. We're doing it 19 years later.
Yo, wild.
That's pretty crazy.
Here we are.
Yeah. A little older, a little wiser.
Why is it? A little fatter. Little bolder.
Little bolder. Little bolder. Me or you? No, me. You've got luscious
guess.
thick hair. You've got the same thick hair you've always had. You're so lucky.
Oh, it went through a period of thinness for a while there with the babies. It's coming back.
Don't tell me
It's all
that.
coming
When
back.
our bald guy, when he hears, "Oh, I went a little thin," it's like, please, come on. Welcome everybody to our 12th episode of Still Free. Here we are. We're in the studio together today, and we're loving it. We love having a place that we can just film, whenever we want. Pretty much, we just walk in, and hey, let's go do it. As opposed, we don't have to set up the cameras and all that every time, so it's good. Today we're talking about being married for 19 years because coming up in a short week is our 19th.
What? Is
what?
it?
19th.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, sure you did.
Joke.
Sure. Our 19th wedding anniversary, which is crazy. That went by really fast. So today we're going to be talking about 19 years of marriage. Fun times, what we've learnt. What we've done right, what we've done wrong, whether Danielle still likes me, and
Yep. I just thought of something. It's so funny.
what?
No, we'll carry on. We'll just,
Okay, all right, we're going to do
We're
it.
just gonna have to
All right, all right. Well, welcome, people. Let's get into it. Oh, yeah. I'm scared. What do you look like you've got something in mind. Should I be worried?
No, it's funny.
Okay.
Do you remember that book that we got recommended to read in our
Is this it?
In our friends early years of marriage? Do you want me to wait? I'll wait.
No, I don't want you. I have to know now.
Now you'd have to know.
Do you remember that book that we got recommended early on in our marriage?
To read, it's called Love and Respect.
No,
Or it's not.
I did not respect.
The first
That-
chapter was like saying he asked his wife do you like does
Oh, I remember you talking about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, because I remember one day you came to me and you go, "Hey, I have two questions. One, do you think that I love you?" And I was like, "Yeah, totally." And then you go, "Oh, "Great." Second question, do you think that I like you? And I was like, "So, sometimes." And you were like, "Oh, the
'Cause in
book
this
was right."
book it says that most husbands know their woman loves them, but most husbands do not think that their wife likes them. I knew we were in trouble.
Excuse
So when you said, "Does your wife
me.
does your wife still like you?" I liked you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that is hilarious. Oh my Lanta. Wow.
That was fun. We had a good laugh,
We did, yeah.
but it exposed a lot.
It did. It did. Yep. Yep.
But then I asked you just yesterday, the other day,
Yes.
what did you say? I said, "Do you think that?"
Oh yeah. I was like, sometimes still. No, just
No,
kidding. No,
you
I
did
didn't.
not.
No, I definitely feel that you like me now.
Yeah.
Yay. Which actually takes like a lifestyle for that for someone to actually
Been a
believe it.
long road. It's been a long
Vice versa too.
road.
So I said, let's pick a romance movie, and from the VHS shelf, and we'll talk about it. And I just realized it's a boys' room. There's not many romances in there. All right, so I'll go first. I picked this one here. This is an old 80s movie called Can't Buy Me Love. And we only just watched this for the first time.
Can't buy me love.
Can't buy me love. Yeah, we only watched this for the first. I only watched it for the first time.
Of course, you would pick that as a romance movie. It's not really a good romance movie.
Yeah, not really.
It's
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
manipulation.
yeah.
lying.
It's kind of like you want them to. Do they end up together? They do end up together.
They
in the
do
end.
on their on his riding lawnmower.
Yeah, and
riding
it's
into the sunset.
That's right. That's
Filmed in
right.
Tucson, which is where I lived.
But all the old people watching it, all the 40-year-olds are like, they're not going to last. This is not realistic. They're not going to get
real
married. This is not a
romance.
real thing. This is just some stupid high school. But I just watched this recently, and I love finding an 80s movie that I haven't seen. That's like finding gold to me because I've seen pretty much everything on the planet. But this movie is basically this guy who's not popular, mows lawns. He's got lots of money as a kid, as like a high school kid. He's got like $1,000, and then she ruins her mum's dress. Is that right?
Yep.
And she's got to
Her
pay.
leather dress.
Yeah, she's got to buy a new dress to replace her mum's dress without her mum finding out.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. And then he's like,
Which just happens to cost
"Yep."
$1,000.
It just happens to cost $1,000, and he just happens to have $1,000. So he says, "Well, because they're friends, yeah." He's
No,
in
they're not. He's a nerd.
but they're like in the friends zone, like they're neighbors, right? They're like, no, not really. They don't know each other.
not
Yeah,
really.
but they're not close at all. But he's got a crush on her, I think,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, and then he's like, "Well, I'll give you $1,000 on one condition: you have to pretend to be my girlfriend, my boyfriend girlfriend." It's so stupid, and they're in high school. Anyway, she ends up actually making him super popular. It's the stupidest movie, but it was so fun to watch. It's PG, but I don't.
Is it
what
though?
1980s PG
Yeah.
is
Should be.
debatable. So
It should be.
I'm not recommending this movie.
No.
I'm just talking about it. Yeah. So I thought it was pretty cute. Anything 80s teen, I think it's pretty cool. What do you get?
Okay. And I. Wrong way.
Will always-
Love you. Ooh. This is a real romance movie. I almost picked the Princess Bride again, but I picked that last time, so we're gonna go with this one because I really liked it.
I like
And
this
It's
movie.
got good music.
Yeah.
and Kevin Costner. Come on, who doesn't want a bodyguard? Like you, kind of like Kevin Costner to me.
So
You're my bodyguard.
yeah.
You're like strong. And
Yeah. Oh, you know what I need to add to that collection is
oh my gosh, Robin Hood.
Robin Hood,
You
Prince
should
of
have had
Thieves.
Robin Hood, Prince of. That would have been. That's the ultimate. There you go, 80.
All right, so I'm putting it out there. Jim is looking for a Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves original case
In the
clamshell.
clamshell case, not these
It's got to be the
plasticky.
equivalent. Yeah. It's got to be an original. Oh, that's got to be added to the collection. That would be amazing. I loved The Bodyguard. That was like, it was really good.
That was really-
Except she was annoying though.
meanie.
She was selfish. But everyone's got their flaws in these romances. So.
Yeah.
As we will talk about. All right, so we're talking about 19 years of marriage. We're coming up 19 years. You were 26 and I was 24 when we got married.
Whoa.
Whoa. It wasn't exactly 2 years. It was like 15 months apart or something like that, I think is what we are. But I always say this, if we were in high school, I would have been super cool because I was dating like a older woman. You might not have been as
What year would
Cool.
you have graduated high school if you graduated?
2000.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It's actually 2000?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I was 1999, so we were only a year apart in school. So
Yeah. So it was 1 year. But yeah, I would have been super
Whatever.
popular.
I mean, I wasn't popular in high school anyway, so that wouldn't have made it. It wouldn't have helped you.
Yeah.
My social status would not have helped.
The year older part would have evened us out a bit. Yeah. I wasn't popular either, so that'd be great.
So
Yeah.
This fantasy of yours is
Yeah.
false.
Yeah. It's like a 1990s high school romantic comedy in my head.
Can't buy me love.
Yeah, Can't Buy Me Love too. Yeah, good times. So we were pretty young. I mean, we weren't young for back
I
then,
felt old.
but yeah, we were like, I'm never gonna get married.
Yeah.
But these days, that's pretty
Normal.
young.
Yeah, it's pretty young to get married
pretty
these
young
days.
these days. Yeah, we got friends getting married soon that are about 30 plus.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
yeah. So
It's never too late to get married. Never.
that's right. Yeah. But 24, and then I turned 25 a couple of months later, so it was right in the edge of 25.
Yeah. Then we were 25 and 26 for a while.
Yeah. So I've got here I got 3 questions for us today. The first one is, what do you remember about the early years, negative and positive?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. I immediately had one word come to mind. I remember the early years was we were so selfish.
Yeah, that's a good word.
That's just a simple word. I was so selfish, like just about like everything, like helping out, but then also being picky about things that are just so silly and not being understanding. And
It's almost like you didn't know how to be married.
yeah, it's almost like you had no practice.
Almost like.
When you first, get married. It was
Yeah.
like, wow.
So most people don't make it past 7 years. Did you know that?
No, I did not
Yeah.
know that.
Most people get
So-
divorced within 7 years.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that Google?
No, I've heard that from an actual
Oh,
statistic,
wow. Oh, that's crazy.
like from a psychologist.
Wow.
I don't know who, so fact check me.
So if you're past 7 years, well done, people.
Well done, people.
Yep.
But the reason is because that, like you said, in those first few years, you're quite selfish. You don't know how to like love your partner like well. You're learning.
Yep.
And then most people, it's like that conflict stage. So, there's a saying or whatever that you go through like this superficial stage,
Yep.
and then you go through the conflict stage. And then if you can get past the conflict stage, you go to the supernatural stage.
Yeah.
Most people get to the conflict stage and bail.
Yeah.
So most people can like fake it till you make it for about 7 years, and then
Yeah.
it's like I can't do this anymore, and then they're out.
Yep.
So we definitely had our first 7 years.
Absolutely. That makes me think of like how much conflict we had. We
Yeah.
fought all the time.
Every day.
All the time. And it was like, and because we were in ministry, we were doing something with our career that was meant to be helping people, but we can't even like stop fighting. It felt very depressing. It was so depressing. It was like, man, what am I even doing? What a joke, trying to help people. I'm such a joke. I can't even stop fighting. But it makes me think of like, like if there's a lot of fighting in your marriage, like don't be discouraged. Like, because sometimes people in their marriage, they won't fight much at all. And years go by, and then when there's a little bit of conflict, they just bail.
Yeah, they don't know how to deal with conflict.
And so if you do fight,
That's
just use it well and learn from it.
Learn from it. Be humble. I think that's the key, is like actually saying sorry and reflecting on what you did wrong and how you can, improve yourself. Because if you're just focusing on the other person, what they did wrong and all this, it's like you're not going to go anywhere, because you both need to be, it's like two wholes need to come together to make one whole one.
I think going back, I would have got counselling earlier from outside source.
So why couldn't we get counseling
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to.
Well, we were thinking we were getting it, but getting it from like an outside
Professional.
outside of our church, outside of our circle of friends, like having it. Yeah, so someone that didn't have a fight.
Dog in the fight.
Yeah, dog in the fight. Think you're fighting the dog.
Fighting the dog.
Yeah. No, there was enough
here.
fighting the
We
dog.
were fighting
Enough
dogs already.
Yeah. But that would have
I
happened.
just happened to be the female fighting dog.
Yeah. I won't say what's the name for that? There's a name for that. No, anyway. But when we did get counselling, like years later, when we first moved to New Plymouth, that was amazing.
It was life changing.
Life changing. It was so good. I mean, even just if you're watching this now, like even the simple tips they said about how to argue, how to fight, how to
rules of engagement of how to fight.
Yeah, what were they again? It was
never say never or don't.
yeah. You always,
Or always,
you
yeah, that's
never,
right.
yeah.
Don't never or you always.
And
then-
we heard that and we're like, that makes sense. We've heard that
makes
before. That's good.
And
But then
that
to
was a
do
big
it was
problem.
very difficult. Yeah.
For us.
And once you talk about the rules, then you both know about them, and then it's like it's like, oh yeah, I got that thing that we agreed on. Like, yeah. And I mean, I didn't even think I made it home before I said the word always.
No, we were still there and they corrected you. Hey,
Yeah, oh, that's right. In the room. I knew it was quickly, yeah. And I'm just saying, you always remember when I'm gonna say, did I say it already? Oh my gosh.
The other one was we were going to pause if we were tired, like past 10 p.m. Don't fight past 10 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're tired.
Yeah.
And then pause, practice the pause,
Yes.
and then come back to that. Make
Come
sure you
back to it.
actually
Yeah.
make time tomorrow when you're refreshed and that you're going to come back and actually talk
Yeah.
about
Because usually
issues.
one of you is okay with pausing, and sometimes one of you is not okay with pausing.
I was okay with it. I always wanted to pause.
And I was not okay with
because
pausing.
I never wanted to get back to the.
Because I always thought, don't let the sun go down on your anger and stuff like that. But that doesn't mean you can't pause. You just repent from getting angry.
Yeah, just don't be angry when you go to bed. Still say
don't be
goodnight
angry.
and kiss each other, but
That's right. Yeah.
you can still not have resolved
Yeah.
your conflict because it's impossible to resolve conflict in late into the night when you're just so tired. It's like a kid trying to reason with a kid who's like overtired and tantruming. It's like you just need to go to sleep, girl.
Yeah. And I would always underestimate my bad traits. So I would always underestimate how tired I am is actually affecting the situation. I'd always underestimate arguing. I would think, no, this is going to solve it.
Yeah.
No. She's just got to listen to what I'm saying. If you understand, then she'll get it. Like it's just so arrogant.
False. That made it like 1,000 times worse.
1,000. There's
I was
nothing
like,
I'm going to
give me
say
space.
she hasn't thought of.
And I would say that. I'm like, I can literally quote for you word for word what you're going to say to me. It's not going to help.
Yeah.
I know all this. I
Yeah.
know what you think. I just don't agree. And
Yeah.
so we're just going in circles.
Yeah.
That was hard for us to.
Yeah.
But that once we did that. And then the other one was you taking a break and going for a walk.
Yes.
Which I felt like I was being
huge.
abandoned.
Yeah.
And I was not.
Yeah.
And so once we just established that was going to be a way for you to blow off some steam, that was okay. That was good.
Yeah, then I'd go for it. Yeah, so if I feel like I was getting frustrated, getting angry, our person we were talking to was saying you could go for a walk, and I said I'm okay with that, but Danielle feels like I'm kind of leaving her or abandoning her. Even if I say I'll be back, look, I'm just going, And so then she said, well, how about now, Danielle? Like, would that be okay? And you were like, now I'm realizing
It was
that
because
could
of
be
childhood
good.
trauma.
Yeah.
My mom did
Yeah.
that to my dad and then wouldn't come home for hours.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
That helped a lot. That helped me a lot. Because I remember I'd walk all the way to Fitzroy, which is like less than... It's about 5 kilometres away. I'd walk all the way there. Oh, Danielle, I can't believe I'm doing that. And then I'd get to the Fitzroy and be like, I don't want to work any further. I'll turn around. So I'd start walking home. I'd calm down. I'd be like,
so bad.
I'm sorry, Lord. I'm obviously just so mad, and like I'm sorry for doing this, God. And I'd be like, poor Danielle. And then I would go on that walk at least once a week, if not multiple times a week. And same thing would happen, fuming all the way there, and then on the way back, I'd be like, okay, let's go. And I remember I'd get home, and we'd either leave it or just make up. And
Yeah.
it was
Made
good.
up.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
I can't remember one conflict that we didn't make up for.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
totally. Yeah,
Multiple
absolutely.
walks, multiple times.
So what do you remember about the early years? Yeah, I just remember just lots of conflict. Yeah, lots of conflict. But we learned how to just be less selfish and get through it easier, which is good.
Yeah.
Number 2, the question is, what don't we do anymore that we did early in our marriage?
I can think of one thing.
Yeah.
We don't camp out in the lounge anymore.
Oh,
which
sad day.
I'm happy. Now the kids camp out in the lounge.
I just do it with the kids now. I used to love them.
I have a
It's so
bed.
funny.
It's so comfy. Why? There's so much effort involved. First of all, I don't understand or like camping in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Like, if you do, I love you for that. Like, good on you and carry on. I
Yeah.
just don't want to join you. Like, we pay nice money for this house. I have a nice bed that's comfy. I've been camping before.
Yeah.
And I don't sleep. And it's miserable. And I hate it.
Did we not have a laptop or something? Is that what
No.
it was? Like,
Oh yeah, so that's one thing that's been very different.
Yeah.
We didn't have streaming services, so whatever you watched, you had to watch on DVD on the TV.
Yes. Yeah.
or watch
So
the
that might have
TV.
been a big part of it
Yeah.
too, is you get to actually watch a big screen, and
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah. I used to love it, like, because you get to kind of, I think that was my way of connecting with you. I was like, we get to snuggle, and and you're like, that's okay for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or
Yeah.
something. But like after that, like
I'm not a snore.
I'm left with this uncomfortable mattress.
Yeah,
that my
on the
husband-
floor that I now have to clean up in like 10 hours.
Oh my goodness, that's such a cracker.
So that's a positive thing for me that we don't do anymore.
Yeah, totally.
What
yeah.
do you? What's
Oh
your
man,
experience?
what don't we do anymore that we did early on in our marriage? Oh man, yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I wrote the question. I can't even think of anything. I was going to say that the way we fight and argue and all that, but we've kind of already talked about that. I guess one thing we don't do as much anymore is we don't talk about negative stuff from the past as much. We
Yeah.
talk more about the future and kind of just in Jesus' name, like kind of declare hope and you know what would be cool would be this and to see people grow here or to see the kids or if we could do this in our life, whatever. We kind of do a lot more of that. Maybe even somebody praying that over us, saying you're going to spend a lot more time talking about the future and declaring the future, and you're going to spend a lot more time. Things are going to be a lot more futuristic, he said, than present tense and all that kind of stuff. So we do a lot more of that, which is cool. A little more careful about our words, I would say, these days, as opposed to early on. Yeah. All right. Next question here is how has marriage in ministry changed? So that's one thing that I think is probably a little more unique about our lives than a lot of people is we're in ministry, but we're actually both in ministry, and we've both been in full-time ministry for more than 19 years before we were married. So that is very different to most people.
Yeah.
Which could drive people crazy if
Apparently
you're
it does.
working together. All the counselling that we need, but yeah, like that's one thing that is pretty unique. But I mean, having the kids and stuff, there was early on when the kids were younger, you did really have to stay home and for a long time. So that was kind of like normal people's lives. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
we fulfilled those traditional roles early on. Me staying home with the kids, raising babies,
That's right.
nursing,
Yeah. Yeah.
sitting on the couch for like
You're like,
hours and hours.
like to the one that didn't go through it, me, I'm like, that sounds amazing. But
Yeah.
months and months of that, years and years and that.
I loved it. I look back on, I had a lot of videos. I took a lot of home videos and
Oh,
I put
yeah,
them on
that's
YouTube,
right.
made them private for our family, and the kids they weren't allowed to watch TV very much when they were a kid, but they could watch home videos of themselves,
Yeah.
which they loved. And that I look back on those, I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so cute. I'm so glad I did that.
Yeah. Oh my God. When you hear their voices
Yeah.
years later.
So document your children's journey and
Oh yeah.
put it in a place. YouTube's a great place.
Yeah.
You don't have to make it public. You can make it private. Just have a private video that you just watch.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to. You don't have to share it with anybody.
Definitely.
It's quite cute,
Oh yeah.
and
Absolutely.
that was fun.
Yeah.
I wished I had more. I did more like play groups and stuff like that. That would have been
Yeah, that
fun.
would have been fun.
Also, wasn't allowed
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that would have been really awesome. I think like whenever I look back at a previous season, those are the things I wish I did a little bit more of is the smaller group hangout stuff and like things we do now. Yeah, yeah. Like even in Nelson, I remember I started that basketball group with those guys, but I only did it a couple of times. I was like, I don't know if anybody really wants to do it, but they did. But I just wasn't sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And then now we do other things like we got the Saturday morning swim and all that kind of stuff with the guys. But yeah,
The more free we got, we got later
Yeah.
on in the marriages, the kids got a little bit older as I started a little mom's group at my house.
yes.
That was amazing.
yeah,
Also got told off for that by the leadership of our church.
yeah.
Still love you guys though.
Yeah.
I kind of get why you did it, but also,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah, I think that's something that has probably changed a lot with our ministry and at marriage is we used to talk about the Jezebel all the time.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
It's always, Jezebel this too all the time, and it just was not healthy at all. Like there's a certain point where it just is, it actually isn't what you're talking about.
No.
Yeah.
That's not what was going on.
Yeah, and I think both sides is not healthy if you're always just that's always the thing, and you're always it's like you're almost like it becomes a defense mechanism, it's like a shield, like don't just about me, like every like 5 seconds.
Everything he says.
Yeah, and it can be the other way around too. It can be where you do the same thing to the bloke. You know, you like label him with bloke things like. You're not emotionally there for all that. Like whatever it is, whatever label that you label a guy with or whatever you can label the woman with too all the time. I think that going back, that was something that I think everybody probably goes through where you're learning, okay, what do we believe? Where do we sit with this kind of stuff? Yeah. And it was like early on, it was always, don't be just about.
Yeah, that's one thing I remember about early in our marriage is always my fault.
Yeah.
Every issue.
Well, I mean,
me.
no, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
And there was no room for me. So for those of you watching, they're like, what are you guys talking about? The reason it's called Still Free Podcast is because early in our ministry and church life, we were part of a lovely church. I love them. I'm going to honor them. But there was some just legalism and doctrine that was unbalanced, let's just say, between the men and the women. And oftentimes the women got labeled as a Jezebel, which Jimmy just said, but that's a term that's from the Bible. It was a queen who was really aggressive and manipulative and trying to control people. So it's all about trying to control. So, but every time there was any, like, if I expressed my opinion about something, nope. And it was like, the husband had to lead in everything, even if he wasn't good at it. Let's say the finances. Yeah. And I wasn't allowed to question or ask, hey, what about this? What about that? It was always considered, like, I always got shut down. And then if we had a conflict, it was like, you go to your room and pray and ask the Lord why you're wrong.
That's right.
That's a lot of our conflict. Everything changed, though, in 2015. Yeah. That everything changed and got turned up on its head. And that's when I call it the Great Awakening.
Yes.
It's been an awakening.
The trailer for the new Star Wars movie came out called The Force Awakens. Someone in the trailer, it was actually the bad guy, he goes, there's been an awakening. Have you felt it? Yeah.
Yeah, I felt it.
Yes, I have felt it. No. It's so funny.
But then your eyes were open. You started spending time with God.
Yeah.
Every day. And your eyes were open and you were like, what? It's not all her fault.
Yeah.
And you started coming to me and being like, I'm sorry I did this. I was like, what?
Yeah,
like, never, ever would you have said, this was my fault. I'm sorry I did this.
Yeah.
It was always like,
always
did you pray about what you need to repent for and why you're being a Jezebel?
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me it was always like, even if there was something I needed that I did wrong, I said sorry. It was always, my defense was always up against something you might do wrong in an overly spiritual way, like her spiritual implications are way more dangerous to our marriage than any of my spiritual. Like it was like I would say my defenses were always up, and I think that's something that like everybody could possibly go through, whether you're in church life or not. Like, I think it's just basically like just learning to not control each other, learning not to be defensive and not blame it on.
Ironically, control each other.
Yeah.
Not just a girl problem.
Oh, yeah.
It can be a boy problem.
I mean, we're talking in spiritual language and biblical language and, church language stuff, but sometimes it's just like, just the way you grow up, you just see women a certain way, or the way you grow up, you just see men a certain way, and it's just finding that balance, where
I mean, they're very real problems that, people face in society. In New Zealand, there is a very, women-led movement. They were the first country to let women vote.
Go, New Zealand.
Which I would say is a good thing.
That's awesome.
I know, but, if you're used to the patriarchal, misogynistic lifestyle of women their place is in the home, and homeschooling your children is your place. So that's what I was told.
Yeah. That's right.
You shouldn't do ministry because you should be a mom. And at home, cooking, cleaning, taking care of your kids and husband. That was the traditional role, which was hey, commendable.
Yeah.
That is what you love, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, totally.
And I loved most of it without the blame and without the
Yeah, yeah.
control of it. That
Because
would've been nice.
we wanted to homeschool. You
Yeah.
wanted to homeschool first, but then as the years went by, I'll let you speak for yourself. But you were kind of like, "This is not my passion
No.
or my gifting."
No,
Yeah,
not at all. In
Yeah.
fact, I felt like it was damaging my child more than
Yeah.
helping my child.
right. Yeah,
And I recognize that.
Yeah.
This is not healthy. And then, when we transitioned from our old church to where we are now, into freedom, then
yeah. New
God,
Life churches. Yeah,
God really started to minister to me because I had really bought into the belief that homeschooling was the only option.
yeah,
And I remember when I was praying about it, and God was like, I have gifted people to teach children. Like, that is literally a gift I've given people.
Yeah.
Let people bless you with their gifting. Because I knew that
Yeah.
was not my gifting. And there are,
Yeah.
I know moms that homeschool really well and are doing an amazing job, and that they are gifted teachers with children. And
Yeah.
I'm so proud of them, and I'm so happy for them. That's great.
yeah. Amazing.
I just that was not my passion.
We know people that have just amazing.
They're doing
homeschooling.
amazing. So I don't
Incredible,
I think homeschooling is a great option
incredible.
for families that feel that
Yeah.
that is where God's leading them.
Yeah,
But the thing was, I didn't have an option, and I just kind of went with the flow and discovering, actually, this is not
yeah,
not my gifting.
Yeah.
Not where God's calling me to do. Actually, it was women ministry with women
yeah,
that I was gifted at. I
yeah.
felt
It
I good
always
at
was from the
teaching,
beginning.
Yeah, the Bible and
Yeah,
teaching,
that's right.
discipling girls and women, and
Yeah, bringing
And-
people into the
evangelism,
kingdom.
gathering people, telling people about God,
Yeah,
and which obviously I did with my children. But
yeah,
and when it came to homeschooling, that was not my love and passion.
yeah.
So we put our kids in Christian school, and has been wonderful.
Yeah, I
It's
reckon.
been great.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I know for me that when we first started doing that, putting the kids in school, at first I was pretty apprehensive. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, my babies. God, please protect them. I was just fearful about it. But after that first 6 months and actually getting around that community and around the teachers and the principal in the school in Nelson was where we started, I was like, I'm so thankful
Yeah.
that God has put these people that are just specifically gifted at teaching, and my kids get to be taught by them.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
right.
so cool. And our kids are, I just think compared to me, that our kids are particularly good at school. I really struggled at school and dropped out early. And I feel like all our kids are just very, very good at school. You know?
Yeah.
Just amazing. I'm like, oh, thank you, Jesus, for our teachers that we've had. Yeah. But that would be something that I think, we don't do anymore.
Yeah. Well, and it's something that excites me because it's the body of Christ
Yeah.
working together with your each individual giftings in
Yeah.
unity, rather than isolating yourself off because of some concept or doctrine that you've been taught that is not even biblically
Yeah.
sound.
That's
it might be a
right.
good idea, but it might not be a God idea for your family.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
for your family, that might be what
Yeah.
God's leading you to do. But there's nothing in the Bible that says you have to homeschool your children. It says train your
right.
children in the ways of the Lord,
Yeah.
and they will not depart from it. But you can also do that while they're at school or
Yeah.
outside of school hours, and training them early years and all those things. And
Yeah.
there's a huge shift. And it's exciting to see people use their gift. I get so excited. And
yeah.
ironically, that's where most of our church people have come from, is at the mission field has been at
teaching.
school.
Yeah.
It's other
Yeah,
parents,
yeah,
other families,
other parents,
teachers,
Yeah.
and what an opportunity to reach the community,
Yeah.
when you go to like sports events and,
yeah.
you can do that maybe in the homeschool community too, but
Yeah. Yeah.
oftentimes it's a smaller pool to fish from, but
Yeah. Definitely.
it can be done.
I just keep thinking when we had somebody pray for us in Nelson, and he prayed over us and said, "You guys are church planners," and we were like, "What?" I remember he said, "I want you to start fishing with a net instead of fishing with a rod." I think that also has to do with that.
Yeah,
like it's
definitely.
when you think of the net, like even with us, we're planning freedom 5 years down the track, 6 years down the track. We're always needing to widen the net and not try to be the ones to do everything.
That's right.
To not be the ones teaching all the time, preaching all the time, doing all, like we actually have to think bigger. And I think that's what God has been trying to do through our marriage over the 19 years, just to think bigger, think bigger. Every time we have like someone from New Life churches come and minister, or someone that's like, that next generation, they leave, and I always feel like there's an encouragement to, hey, we want you to think bigger, encourage you to think bigger,
Oh, that's been told to us multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like we're missing the boat on that one.
Oh, man, help us. Thank you, Jesus.
I think this podcast is one step towards thinking bigger and wider.
Yeah. Yeah,
and,
definitely.
Higher capacity.
Yeah. 19 years. Oh, man.
Yeah. If I look back on the 19 years, I have happy memories.
Yeah, I reckon.
I feel like I've been healed from a lot of, I can speak for myself,
yeah,
from a lot of the
totally.
early trauma of those early days.
Yeah.
And I look back with, excitement for our happiness, but also joy and excitement for our future.
Yeah.
And I'm more in love with you now than I have ever
What's
been.
up, girl?
What's up, boy?
No, you didn't.
And we have more fun now than we ever had before.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's something that's totally
You
changed.
way more, yeah.
We didn't have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Ironically, with I feel just as busy then than I do now.
Oh, yeah.
With the kids, I feel like it was working harder but not smarter. But I feel like now we're working smarter, not harder. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
right?
Absolutely.
Whereas I felt like we were running on a hamster wheel of ministry, striving, everything is la 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 la.
Yeah.
And I was doing everything in the housework. So I did all the housework. I did all the cooking. I did all the cleaning. I did every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And for somebody who was not used to that, that was tiring for me. That was very tiring for me. So we would have the same schedule.
Yeah.
But then I was also added
doing all the
extra stuff at home.
Whereas we finally got to a point where we were like, what do you like doing?
Yeah.
And what do you like doing?
That's right.
And then not only that, but okay, let me ask you this. What do you despise doing? What do you hate doing? And let's talk about whether you have to do that.
Yeah.
And one of mine was the budget. that's the thing that just is so difficult to me. I'm glad I went through, sorry, I was licking some coffee on my thumb there. I'm glad I went through learning how to do it because I can cover what we need to do. I need to be responsible for what we're doing. But man, learning what we didn't like doing was really healthy.
Yeah. And it was helpful.
So you don't like getting up in the morning with the kids? I love getting up early in the morning with the kids. Yeah. It's like our kids. Our kids are so different to each other. Sarah was up this morning, dressed, ready to go before 7 o'clock. She was everything.
Incredible.
Whereas one of them almost didn't make it to the bus.
She's like my
But
mini-me.
she's good at other stuff.
Sleep in.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good at other things. She's good at people person.
Yeah. Yeah.
And finding lizards.
Yeah. Sophia.
Oh my
looking
goodness.
for animals. Yeah, so I would say that's probably how things have changed the most if we've discovered more about each other, how we operate together, how we live together.
We're much more
together.
of a team, and that was prophesied over us too. We need to come onto the same page and be a team. And he said, unblock some of the channels and balance them out.
Oh, so funny. Yeah, I mean, when you said that, I was like, "What does that mean?"
I felt like I knew, but I wasn't allowed to say.
I felt like I knew, but I couldn't articulate it. I was like, I don't. Otherwise,
I would have been shot down if I said, "I can tell you what." There was one prophecy you got. There was one prophecy he got where you said you need to listen to the people around you and they've got good advice.
Oh yeah. And
I had been trying to tell you things, but I was always shut down, and I was like,
"That's
really?
so funny."
Yeah. Oh wow. Gosh. I wonder who he's talking about, and you never even put it together that he was talking about me.
Yeah.
Until years later, you came back and you're like, "Oh, God told me to ask you for help." And I was like,
so funny.
"Wow, what
are you talking about?"
I can't believe that.
It's so funny.
I wonder why. And the literal definition for a wife is helper, helpmate, and it's
That's
the same
so
word that God uses of Israel. He's the helper of Israel. Anyway,
that's awesome.
I'm grateful that you saw
What's
the light.
up, girl? Oh yeah.
And you know what? You helped me so much anyway. So
That's
it's a
right,
team. We're like a balanced team.
Yeah.
I feel like we're doing well.
Yep.
We're happy.
That's
Our kids
fun.
are thriving.
19 years.
Our kids didn't go off to the wolves at public school or private school,
Yeah, either way.
like we were told.
Yeah. Oh my god! That which brings me to our next episode, which will be coming up next week. Is we just got back from holiday from Australia, and next episode we're going to be talking about that, which was going to be a fun episode. That's going to be really cool.
That'd be
Looking at
fun.
what we did because we went to the Gold Coast for our honeymoon. Oh, which by the way, we're going to show you a little photo here. This is us 19 years ago. Oh my goodness!
Like I said, a little thinner.
Look at my face. I'm so thin.
You
in my
have
face.
hair
I've got here. You can't see it barely, but yeah,
dolled up.
I got a little bit on the sides there. So this is at a thing called Outback Australia, which is like this restaurant where they have this big stable like thing in the middle, and they have like a big show and all this.
Show.
Yeah,
It's a horsey show.
it's pretty cool. It's pretty
They
awesome.
have a little like. They have like a love story. Like,
Yeah,
they
that's
play
right.
out. It's like a theater show,
pretty cool.
but with horses.
Yeah,
It's fun.
Could have been a little shorter.
It could have been.
Could have been
It
a little
was a bit
shorter.
long.
Yeah, but it was good though. It was really fun.
I just remember that time that we went. It was a different storyline,
Was it? Yeah.
and I liked it
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
It was like a more of a Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was like two rival
Right. Yeah.
farms.
Oh yeah. That's right. Yeah. That's
And
what
they
I
were
thought.
rivaling.
Yeah.
Whereas this one was like climate change. Like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a drought, and what are we gonna do? We
right.
need to rally together. And I was like,
Rally together against climate change. Yeah. So next
woke.
episode next week, we're going to be showing you photos of our honeymoon compared to we took our kids back to that same because when we went on our honeymoon, we were like, when we have kids, we've got to bring them back here. And we went to all the theme parks, but so we had to wait till we could afford it for one because we
saved for a while.
had no money, yeah. But also too for our kids to be tall enough to go on the rides. So
Yeah.
we're going to go through all the photos next week. So it's going to be pretty
It
fun.
was pretty fun.
But yeah, so
That's it.
that was great. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or queries, please make some comments down below. We'd love to answer any questions. If you need prayer for anything, for your marriage, we'd love to pray for you. Man, we've had so much prayer over the years, I think is a big thing, eh, babe?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, big thing.
Just checking our channel to see how many subscribers we
Oh,
have. 'cause
yeah,
we're trying
yes.
to get to.
Trying to get to 100 subscribers.
Yeah,
What are we at now?
I don't know.
Let's have a look. We are at 69 subscribers.
Wow.
It's what's funny is it always is on par pretty much with how many videos we have.
Oh, that's funny.
So we have 69 videos, but what that means is we only have 11. This will be the 12th episode, but it gets cut up into shorts as well, which includes those videos. So it's on par. So we get there. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Our next goal is to get to 100 subscribers. And like and share and comment. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah.
If you need prayer for anything, we'd love to pray for you. Other than that, we will see you next time.
Never gets old.